Happy Tuesday, everyone. It was a beautifully uncharacteristically sunny, warm day in Big Sky Country, and I am overwhelmed with gratitude that this day is here. I am not sure how long I will talk for, but for the too long didn't read people in my life, here you go. Today is my late father's birthday. I've written a book about him called Drive Fast, Take a Lot of Chances, and other stories about my dad, and I need your help. Please go to therealchristycannon.com and sign up for my newsletter so you can be the first to know about pre-sale dates, and also please submit any stories you may have about my dad for possible selection and publication in the first edition of my debut novel, Christy at therealchristycannon.com, and then links are in the post as well. All right, so that's for the TLDR people, and now for my novelizers, all of the context. December 23rd will always be special. On this day, 67 years ago, my father, Donald Brian Lindsay, was born. Most of you have known me either my whole life or within the past 8 years, know what a journey I went on when my dad passed away. Tiny bit over 3 years ago, I had the blessing to become a mom, and while most things in this chapter of my life have been a blessing, I would always experience a pretty profound sadness when I thought about how my dad would never meet my daughter and he would miss his grandchildren growing up. And we all miss him every single day. And throughout the past few years especially, I've realized more and more at every family gathering that all we really leave behind when we pass are the memories that others have of us. When I would talk to anyone about my dad, whether it be for the first time or the umpteenth time, I would hear constantly that I should write these stories down. So now on his birthday, I get the honor to announce to the world that I've realized my calling. I am Christy Cannon, and I am an author. I will be self-publishing my debut novel, which is about none other than my dad. All of the wonderfully delightful times and some of the hardest lessons and battles that he faced. My father was many, many things, but more than anything, he was a musician. His world was music, listening to it, making it, living it. So appropriately on March 24th, 2026, the 40th anniversary of Van Halen's platinum album, 5150, I'll be releasing Drive Fast, Take a Lot of Chances, and other stories about my dad. While this puppy is almost ready for editing, I need your help with the very last part before I can publish. I know my stories about my dad and my stories with my dad, but I need your stories. Anyone who played with him, made music with him, shared a memory with him, I want to hear from you. Bonus points if you're from like the super old days when he first started touring, like in Ohio and around the country. I would love to just connect with you and get to know my dad a little bit more. So please reach out to me, Christy at therealchristycannon.com. Oh yeah, I don't want to forget that as well. Also want to announce that I do have a tiny baby website, therealchristycannon.com. The link is going to be in my post because there's only one right way to spell Christy, and it's in this website. Just sign up there so I can start building my squad of people who want to hear more of my writing. Out of grief has come something really beautiful. This whole endeavor has been made possible by some of the hardest and devastating times in my life, and I've learned throughout this process that I have a purpose, and I have the courage to share it here today with you, that I'm a writer and it's time to be the most vulnerable I've ever been in my entire life and have the audacity to try and live my biggest dreams. And I'm hoping that there are some of you out there that may just want to hear about it. And here's where it gets fun. I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing. I am filming this just to show you in the corner of my dining room, in my little space here with all my tech, in a house that is absolutely full of beautiful chaos. I still have a full-time job working from home. I have a toddler currently going through potty training and a household to run as well with all the usual life things that happen. So, but instead of constantly hiding behind like mistakes I might make and worrying about everything being perfect, I'm just going to take the steps and go through the process with you. I have no idea how to edit, market and distribute my book, but I'm going to figure it out and share it with you while I'm still trying to figure it out and also run the rest of my life. But those will be topics for future newsletters. Wink, wink. But for now, All I need you to do is to hear all the upcoming details, including in-person and virtual launch and release dates, selection readings, and the pre-sale. Please go to therealchristycannon.com and sign up for the newsletter. Please also send your stories about my dad to Christy@therealchristycannon.com, and I will personally reach out to you and let you know once your story has been reviewed and if it's been selected for publishing. Thank you so very much to tuning in to this mom and wife in Montana who's taking a chance and turning the page to this next chapter. See what I did there? Stay tuned for my first newsletter. It will be out by the end of this week. I'm not really on social media too much, due to the recent events I just described, but please follow me on Facebook, Christy Cannon, or CC Mama Bear 406 on Instagram. If I do something more specific for the book, I'll announce that later, but for now, please again, just visit therealchristycannon.com and sign up and email me those stories at Christy@therealchristycannon.com, and links will be in the post. And comment below, and I'll be sure to comment back to you and just thank you for being a part of this. Until next time.